Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on Cassie and the Diddy trial. Right now, the Diddy trial has adjourned early, which is really interesting because it seemed like, the judge was really ready to, whittle down this 45 jurors that they currently have to the 12 jurors and the 6 alternates. So it's interesting that they did not end up completing that today, that they ended up adjourning the court for the day, and they're going to resume on Monday. Listen, I think personally a lot is going on behind the scenes. The prosecution, they don't have their, victims to testify airtight. Cassie is pregnant. Victim number 3 said, I never told you I was coming, going to cooperate. Don't give a darn if y'all going to send me a subpoena. I won't be there. So it's a whole hot, stinking, filthy mess. But in addition to that, now the defense said that, you know what, if y'all put Cassie on the stand, that's fine. We're going to ask her all the questions we need to ask her because they're saying that Diddy and Cassie, they had a volatile relationship. So they said they're not going to deny that DV was going on in that relationship. But what they said is they're going to let it be known that both of them had a problem with putting their hands on each other. Now, if I can say this respectfully, because so many people, they get stuck in one portion of it. And then if you say this, they assume like, well, oh, Diva, you 10 tones down for Diddy, you this, you that. You don't care about DV victims. And I need y'all to stop. I need y'all to stop. I need y'all to rise above that conversation and understand that when we talk about this, we got to break this down from every single angle. Okay, from every single angle. And I will say this, for a long time, and 2 wrongs will never make a right, but for a long time, I've been hearing that those two had a very volatile relationship against each other. And let me add this to the conversation. It was alleged that both of them was heavy into taking the drugs, both of them. And so sometimes when we see addicts on the street, because they don't have no money, so when they're doing their stuff, they're in the streets, and you see them passing out, leaning over, leaning back, sleeping on the ground, falling out, or whatever the case may be, and you're like, OMG. Because we physically see it with our eyes because they have no place to live, some of them, or they're just in the streets. But when you are a rich addict, when you got access to money, when you're coming down off of that high, or when you're in that stupor, so to speak, it's behind your rich closed doors where, like they said, they will be covered with these IV vitamin packs, allegedly, I gotta say. And they had access to all kinds of doctors and all kinds of things that help cleanse them and help them come off of said high. But it was alleged and said that those two would sometime go on binges and be locked away in a room together, just doing what addicts do, getting high out of their mind. That's the alleged. And then when that happened, they both got crazy with each other. Like I said, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but that's what it is. Let me share a screen so we can get more into this story. So Diddy trial, defense lawyer says Mogul traded blows with Cassie. Both are abusive, okay? So they're saying that both of them had issues with what we saw happening at the Intercontinental Hotel on that tape. But again, there's nowhere on this earth that I'm saying that it was right. It was just deplorable and wicked to see. So Diddy's defense team is leaning in hard that the music mogul was abusive toward his ex Cassie, but they're also saying Cassie was no angel either because she allegedly got violent with him too. Day 4 of the Diddy trial saw prosecutor Emily Ann Johnson, I like that name, and Diddy's attorney Mark having a very interesting exchange with Judge Iran in New York City's federal courtroom. It kicked off with Johnson telling the judge that victim 1, who is believed to be Cassie, will not be cross-examined about certain medical issues. Well, hold on, and hold tight. You can't put your witness up on the stand and then be like, oh, you can't ask her this, you can't ask her that. No. All is fair. In this trial game, if you are going to get up there and she can testify to stuff that could put my client away for the rest of his life, we got the right to cross-examine her. Get your client ready, pregnant and all. That's what the defense is going to say. And rightfully so. The judge then said if prosecutors open the door on the rest of the issues, the defense can walk through it and cross-examine the witnesses. Now, come on, we got to be fair in this thing, right? Then when Mark said the defense is going to take the position there was mutual violence in their relationship, noting hitting on both sides, DV, domestic violence. He added, we are absolutely going to admit to domestic violence, but at what point does it become coercive, right? Because, you know, like what point I think that I force you or you force me or whatever. Judge Aaron wanted to clarify Mark's remarks, asking whether you're arguing that they are just violent. Mark responded, right, we're saying it's relevant. You know, I guess here's the thing. Mark will probably win over with that with the jury if said video that was seen with Cassie being kicked and this, that, and the other, Cassie got up and tried to do some blows herself. But I think it's going to be a hard reach when you show that video and all you see is Diddy being violent against Cassie. Let's take a quick listen to this. Hold on.
Charlucci, what did you think was the bombshell in court today?
Pretty much when it was revealed that the situation was a two-way street, that it was a toxic relationship, but it was equal. It was just as much as Cassie as it was him.
You know, Agnifilo said there was hitting on both sides. He said that in open court today.
Yes, he did.
What did you make of the situation with the picture inadvertently being shown to everybody sitting in the gallery? I know you were in the gallery. I was in the gallery. It appeared everybody in the courtroom saw the picture.
Yeah, that was a little shocker, but.
And they say that she was 19 at the time. I noticed that Diddy kind of raised his eyebrows and looked at his attorney when it was said in court by the government that it was going to suggest that he was coercing her into a lifestyle of sexual trafficking.
All right, so when they showed the picture, they clearly showed the picture that this is her prior to meeting Diddy. She was 19 years old, and it was a picture of her that they showed a picture of her prior to meeting Diddy. Like, I don't understand the relevance in that. Like, if it's not a picture while she was with him or while she was dealing with him, I understand why you would show a picture of her prior to meeting him. I don't understand the relevance.
Well, I think Diddy's defense attorney, Alexandra Shapiro, said she thinks the government wanted to introduce it because she looked very, very young, almost underage in that picture.
I don't know why they did it, but I still don't see the relevance of showing the picture of a person prior to me meeting them. It doesn't make sense.
Were you surprised that we didn't have a jury seated today?
No. I mean, not really, because there's a lot of other stuff going on, and they're trying to get to the bottom of that. And this judge here, he's a no-nonsense judge. He's a very smart judge, and when he gives it, I don't want to say the word order, or when he gives directions, he's expected to be followed to the T, and that's where we at.
I want to know who this guy is. And he's lucky. I don't know if he's paying someone to stand online for him to get in that courtroom, but he's always in the gallery. He's the one that's promoting the free pup merchandise and said he's giving it out free. Okay. Literally. So if you want it, you can get it. I guess you got to find some way to get in contact with him. And again, I think the reason why they showed a picture of Cassie at 19, because they was insisting upon that Diddy has violated minors, but yet they have not produced any minors. So I guess they show a picture of Cassie. So before she got with Diddy at 19. So if they could show that when they actually get a jury, the jury will have impressed upon in their brain, like, oh my God, look how young she was. And they will impress upon their brain that Diddy violated her or trained her or groomed her ever since she was a minor. So I see what's trying to go on here. So the judge, so I read that piece there. I'm not going to show that horrific video again. The video is horrific, right? Johnson says she would submit a letter to the court on this topic, going on to say she plans to offer 2 cell phone videos in the corrected CNN footage of the infamous 2016 beating Diddy gave to Cassie at the Intercontinental Hotel in LA. Listen, this case is something else. I think currently behind the scenes, because the jury wasn't there today, something is amiss. What the amiss is, I'm not quite sure yet. Listen, they may offer Diddy another plea deal. And maybe this plea deal they offer him will be with less time and charges that he's agreeable to saying guilty to, right? Because in a plea deal, you got to say guilty to something. So maybe that's what's going to happen. I do know right now that the prosecution is shaky on their witnesses. For you to think you could put Cassie on the stand and Cassie not be cross-examined, you got to be dumb, stupid, or both. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video.